Alrighty. Okay, here we go in the dark. I think actually let's go full beam for now so we can try and get ourselves set up. Turn the brake key on. Reverse the set to forward 1551, so we've got not long to set up. Oh, we're not running PCB today. What am I looking for here? MCB, that's the one. Pantograph. Is this all set up? Headlights. Battery is on. I assume the rear of the train is up and running. The CFA is off. We'll just first run. So windscreen wipers, they're down here. Now there is one thing I've yet to figure out how to do. Is turn the passenger lights on. There's like a control panel here. You can't see anything. See, look, it's absolutely pitch black. I still haven't figured this out. Is there a panel here? No. It's so dark at this time in the morning, I can't see a thing. Alright, complete gamble. Control panel open. Closed. Okay, didn't mean to do that. I'm looking for a button of some sort. Coach lights. They're not coming on. Is there like a light? Ugh, there's a light. Idiot. So we don't seem to have any power here, that's the problem. Heating control. Yeah, we'll have it. Oh, it's slightly warmer than usual. But I'm not convinced this has got any power. No. No, we'll just go without any lights. Sorry everybody, I don't know how to turn them on. And we're all going to be late if I don't go now. Now I have read the manual, but I couldn't see anything in there that in any way explained how to turn the lights on. 120km limit coming up, so we're literally flat out for the first mile, and then we'll be maintaining that speed thereafter. Have bright headlights, coach lights. See, I set them to on, and they keep staying off. I don't understand it. There's got to be a switch or a dial somewhere that I haven't seen. It's all PZB stuff. Okay, so we're cruising at just over 120. Just apply a little bit of brake there, bring ourselves back to speed. Okay, we are absolutely flying. It is frustrating that I've got no lights in the passenger bit though, I've got to say. Would make for some lovely shots if it was working. But this is my first naked run, so I'll give myself a bit of leniency. That's weird, I have no acceleration whatsoever. Oh, there we go, okay. Dovetail's back up to 120. Good 10 kilometers before we reach our first stop. First thing in the morning, so it's pretty quiet. What have we got up here? PZB. Shouldn't really be getting up and walking around and stuff, but you know, hey. Oh, that looks bad. Everything else looks so good, and that just looks terrible. Don't get me wrong, I'm fully engaged and really enjoying it. And I know you can turn the passenger lights on because I've seen the AI with their passenger lights on, so I know it can be done. Sounds fantastic, it really does. Maybe I could turn those down a bit. Not snowing that heavily. And none of that snow appears to be hitting the windscreen at all. What does P stand for? Periodically? Absolutely no idea Absolutely no idea how to get that working right now. I've read the manual. I didn't see anything in there. To be fair, it was a brief, quick read. There's a few bits hitting the windscreen now. Let's go back to oops, interval. .551, so we're meant to be there in 1 minute. We've still got 4 kilometers to go. I was messing about trying to get the lights on for quite some time at the beginning. Most irritating. So we're going to be running at a delay right from the start. Where did that ice on the windscreen suddenly come from? That wasn't there, and then all of a sudden, boom! Ice screen. .90 kilometers coming up in 2.3. Got ourselves slowing down. These trains slow down so quickly. I haven't had anywhere near enough practice to be any real good at it, but see, look, braking way too early. Way too early. I'm just going to have to crawl along to get to the right spot. Let's unlock left. There's a few passengers. I didn't think there'd be very many. Notice it's snowing, but there's no snow on the track or on the platform. But interestingly, further down where there is cover, oh, that's the lights. So here, where there's cover, there shouldn't really be any. Well, that isn't snow, is it? It's snowing rather than snowed. See, look, they've got lights. So why haven't these got... Oh, they have got lights. Sort of. It's
Bitte
a little...
achten Sie auf den Abstand zwischen Zug- und Bahnsteigkante.
Yes, quite. Okay. Oh. Gotta say, they've captured some of the audio really well. Alrighty. that's the wrong button. How many minutes late are we? We're about 4 minutes late. Not good. Not good at all. See, no lights. If we see an AI passenger train go past, I'll try and get an outside camera on it so you can see how bright the passenger lights are. Little bit of speeding, but you know, we got to make up time somehow. I do like how some of the corners are cambered. But for me, double-decker trains are the way forward. 1.8 kilometers. I broke really early last time, so I'm thinking we'll delay a bit longer this time. Try and come into the station in an incredibly time efficient manner. Point one. See, already I want to be braking, but I'm going to wait until 600 meters, 500 meters, 500 meters. There we go. Brakes on 3, maybe 4. Still think that's too early. It is. It's still too early. 500. This train brakes so quickly, like nothing I've ever known. So we're going to be doing what, 400 meters before I slam the brakes on this time? Next time? I went past it, I wasn't paying enough attention. Luckily we didn't go past the red. There's still a bit of a small problem with them getting off the carriage onto the platform. Not as bad as LAR, but still pretty bad. Just looking for another AI vehicle somewhere. I think it's too early in the morning. We're the only ones out at the moment. We may not see another train until, well, at least halfway, I'd have thought. But it doesn't half look good, don't you think? Surrounding area. I'm not very happy with the ducks and the birds in the background. That's, I think, the same audio file used 100 times over now. Objective complete. Stop at Altina 0605. We can do that. Just won't have any lights on. There's no lights on the rear either. That's no good. And the next station we're gonna have to fix all this. This is shambolic. This is not good enough. 80 kilometers per hour. 0605. We've got 5 minutes to get there. It's 7 kilometers away. As long as we stay hot on the speed. I mean, we're doing 10 kilometers faster than we should be. That may help us out a little bit. Gained a few seconds there probably. I think we're going to come in about 2 minutes late. I feel like we're going too slow here. Desperately looking out for a speed sign. Not seeing any right now. I mean, we definitely are speeding. I'm trying to get back on schedule, that's the thing. Not really a suitable argument, I wouldn't have thought. We're definitely speeding. Good 15 kilometers over the speed limit right now. Oh, 20. We'll be 20 kilometers over the speed limit soon. Two minutes to get there. 3 kilometers away. So what we're going for this time, 500 meters. just doesn't sound right. I could probably go 450, maybe even 400, because we're only doing 76 kilometers an hour. We're not going fast. Well, I'll say we're not going fast. It is quite fast. .605, we are now 30 seconds late. So coming in super hot here would be good for us. I'm going to go 450 and just hope for the best. Oh my gosh. It's 500. 450. We can do so much less than 450. $300. I think 350. That's when we need to brake, around about 350. Which sounds ridiculous, but that's how quickly this train brakes. It's just unbelievably effective. It's like Formula One brakes. Excuse me, madam, that's not appropriate. Don't jump. Don't do it. You'll hurt yourself. Just climb down. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I'm going to quickly leg it down the other end. Which doesn't take too long because this isn't a very long train. What? I can't get up there. Being ridiculous game. Okay, everything seems fine. The audio on your feet is weird as hell. Okay, let's lock left. $6.15. We should, if I've done this right, we should have some brake lights, some rear lights rather. It's getting a little bit better every second. Okay, 1/4 past, so we've got six minutes approximately. 6 minutes to go. 7.3 kilometers, and I think we're averaging about 1 kilometer per minute. So if I'm a smidge over the speed limit, we might be bringing ourselves back in time here. Not back in time, but back on time. Possibly. Incidentally, if you happen to know how I turn the passenger lights on, please let me know in chat, in comments rather. So once we've got a kind of a feel for the brakes and the systems, then we're going to turn CFA on. Just introduce all the full components. Once I feel like I know the route a little bit, then I'll happily try it without the information up top. I mean, I could turn, really all I need is just that. So I can see the lights myself. That's not a big problem. We are really tanking it now. We are definitely going too fast. But we are making good time. We'll knock the speed off. Apply a little bit of brake. Should be enough. That'll bring us down. Slowly coming down to 90. Two minutes, 2 kilometers. I think we're on it. We're on it like a carb on it. If only I could get the passenger lights to come on, we would be home and free. So I'm going to go on the premise that we're going to be sort of basically halving our speed. So if we come into the station at 100, which we won't be because speed limit's supposed to be 70. So we'll bring it down to about 80. So at 80 kilometers an hour, I think around about 400 meters out, we start applying the brakes. Maybe not as heavy as I have been. Maybe just a little bit of brake. And then add more towards the end. Now look, is that a passenger train? See how their lights are all lit up in comparison to ours. Okay. Little bit of brake. We're only at Mark 1. And even at Mark 1, I think we're going to come into braking too early. It's incredible how quickly it brakes. Absolutely phenomenal. It really does look good here. Perfect? No, not perfect. I mean, listen to that walk animation audio. What is that? What am I wearing? Plimsolls? Sounds like I'm wearing squids on my feet. It sounds absolutely terrible. See, look, that should be lit up, I'm sure. We've got some light now. Maybe we can... That's like the power light, but... Coach lights pressed. I mean, green means go or on or something. Just can't figure it out. Just cannot figure it out. So having just got ourselves back on track, I'm now Plettenberg 623. 200 amp, 250, 300. I don't know why it goes all the way up to 600. You're miles off that. $623, 8 kilometers away. It's tight. The schedule does not allow for any sort of hanging about, which is a good thing. No idea what to do about that. I really don't. Flat out then all the way until told otherwise. I don't know how long because this isn't a scenario, there's no end to it, so I don't know how long I'm going to continue driving for. This is still basically my first look. What happened there? What happened there? Where did all the light go? Look, all the lights have gone out down here. Everything has gone out. What is going on? Why has that happened? Really doesn't make any sense to me at all. It's the PZB. Up here we've got one. That's the CFA. Diggity damn. So there's an 80 kilometer limit in 3 kilometers, but that's after our stop. So we're doing 150 at the moment. when do we start braking? I want to say 700 meters, but I've been so wrong so many times. Let's go crazy and say 550. 550. So I'm going to start braking at 550, even though we're doing 140 kilometers an hour. $600. 550. Heavy braking on. Oh. No, we left that way too late. Way too late. Way too late. Way too late. But I'll tell you what, we weren't a billion miles past. Well, it's telling us we can unlock the doors, so let's do it. They're not complaining. The blinking well should be, but they're not. So there's some light back there again now. I don't understand what's going on. The two rear lights on, that's pretty handy. So okay, so at 150 then, at 150 kilometers, well 140 kilometers an hour, it's a 600 meter break point, I'd say. We'll test that out in a second. It says wait until 6:24. We're actually early. Not surprised. Not that surprised, to be honest. We were doing like 140 kilometers in an 80 kilometer zone for a good few minutes then. So yeah, I think we'll do one more stop and we'll put our theory to the test. So 600 meters at 140 kilometers seems to be fair enough. So theoretically, it's round about, well, you know, arguably it's round about 300 for 70 kilometers an hour, except it isn't, because you are going slower. You need less braking space. So yeah, it could be around about 250 at like 70 kilometers an hour. 250 meters before you put the brakes on. That's just madness, is it not? Is that not insane? That sounds insane to me. I mean, this right now, this is the time I should be figuring out how to get the lights on. Oh, we've got to go in 20 seconds. Lock the doors. Finnentrop. Oh, this might be the last stop anyway. .2 kilometers. Arriving at 6:34 a.m. Nice long cargo ride there. Okay, 80 kilometers at the moment. Goes up to 100 kilometers in 2 kilometers. Let's try and sort of at least partially stay on the speed. I mean, we're already speeding. We're already 12 kilometers over. That is one thing I've noticed. I mean, other than the fact that this train slows down ridiculously fast, when you take the throttle off, it still continues to accelerate. Even when you drop the accelerator all the way down to off, it will still continue to accelerate for another 10-15 kilometers. So you do need to stop accelerating before you think you should. So let's do an example here. So in 700 meters or 600, it's going to be 100 kilometers an hour, and we're at max throttle. When it gets to 90, I'll take it off. So it's fully off at 92, 93, 94. Well, that's surprising. Only went up a couple of kilometers that time. I've seen it go up as much as 10. What's happened to the light again? Did you see? Very strange. I do feel like there are perhaps some lighting issues in the game, possibly. Alright, we're actually going slow now, so let's get ourselves up to 100. So only a couple of kilometers. So if I drop it off at, say, around about 95, 96, we should roll up onto 100 nicely before we start dropping back down again. 93, 94, 95, I'll pull it back. So 97, we've got no throttle now. 99, 100, 101. Okay, so that went up by 4. So it seems to me the longer you're accelerating, the more prominent that additional speed is going to be. Kilometer speed limit coming up. And because we're only dropping 20 mile an hour, I can leave it till the last 100 meters. Small amount of brake. Let the brake off. And we're back up to 80 kilometers an hour in 100 meters anyway. And then up to 100, so it's just flat out acceleration now till we get to 100. Oh, wasn't paying attention, slightly speeding. So at 100 kilometers an hour, you could start braking very lightly at 500 meters, but I kind of suspect that would be too early. But yeah, who knows? This is our last chance to test it, I think. .4 kilometers, 4.3 kilometers. It's going to take us about 4.5 minutes, 5 minutes. So if you've already had enough of my noobish chit chat, then you've only got 5 minutes to wait. 4 minutes now. 3.8 kilometers, it's going to drop down to 80 mile an hour. So we're coming in at 100 all the way down now. Keep the speed up. 6:30 exactly. 100 kilometers an hour, 3.3 to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply level 1 brakes at 500 and then increment it slowly. I already know I'm going to increment it too quickly. Even though I'm trying to do it last minute, I'll still end up braking way before I'm meant to. It just seems completely unnatural to come into a station that fast and wait that long before you actually put any brakes on. Kind of thinking the reason behind that must be something to do with the fact that because they're double-decker carriages, you don't need so many in order to transport the same number of people, something like that. They don't look that packed though, I'll be honest. Oh, it's a yellow light. We'll definitely be slowing down here. 1.5 kilometers. Another yellow. One kilometer. Okay, here we go, guys. We're doing around about 103 kilometers an hour. I'm not going to put any brakes on until 500, but then I am going to increment them quite well, as fast as I feel like I need to. And I bet you I still brake too early. Right. Okay, I think that might be level 1 or level 2. Okay, full brakes. It's not full brakes, it's level 6. See, again, I panicked a little bit and I just brought the brakes on too early. There was no need for it. Oh God! I had my fingers on the wrong button. I was putting the brake on, but I was pressing F and not D. Good God. I ruined the end of my own video. Okay, so we're opening the right hand side. Damn it, I can't believe I did that. I mean, obviously that just reminds me that still Train Sim World has no controller support other than an Xbox 360 controller, which Matt P keeps telling me is surprisingly rewarding to use the controller, but no, you know, I want to use it.
Darauf, Ihre persönlichen Gegenstände nicht zurückzulassen.
Yeah, that exactly. That's what I was thinking. But you know, I've got a hot ass controller. That's what I want to be using, really. I was so close to running that red. It was a good job I finally realised I was pressing the wrong button, because yeah, we were pretty darn close. You fool. How dark it is in there. Objective complete. What? We were on time? Well, we were reasonably on time for everything. 2 minutes late, 2 minutes late, 2 minutes late, 1 minute early, 2 minutes early, 2 minutes early. Wow. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. It's a good route. They're good trains. Some of the audio is really good, some of it's not so good. But overall, yeah, I've got to say, I think this is the... and I know some of you have told me it's the best one that Train Sim World has released, but yeah, I'm not sure I was ready to believe that until I actually got in and played it. It's really good. I just really enjoy it. It's really nice. I would like to get those passenger lights on though. and figure out what is going on with the lighting occasionally. But other than that, yeah, it's very good. It's I like it a lot. Massive thumbs up for this one.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. I really appreciate you coming along and taking the time to do that. I want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you who watched this video today. Special big thank you to our patrons and supporters on Twitch. But everybody who comes and watches, you all count, you are all part of this. And I thank you so much. If you hit that like button, I will like you twice as much. Even more than that, perhaps. It is for you guys that I make these videos, so it matters to me a huge amount if you enjoy watching them, and if you don't, you need to tell me. So thanks for watching, take care of yourselves. Until next time, goodbye for now.